It's a picture taken when it's far too late, and too often, it's nothing like the original.
Child exploitation is absolutely a growing problem.
Indiana State Police received triple the number of tips on child exploitation last year compared to 5 years ago, and that's just from internet service providers. More than 1,200 documented complaints referred to Indiana's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, majority for child pornography. EPD Detective Brian Brown investigating 10 to 15 cases at any given time.
The number of social media sites that are available for young people to use, it just increases opportunities for predators to set up their profiles and look for vulnerable teens and young people on those different locations.
Most social media sites have age restrictions, but there's really nothing stopping a news reporter or a 46-year-old man from lying about who they are.
Teen dating site MyLOL says users must be between 13 and 19 years old, but preference settings allow you to match with someone up to 25. A 27-year-old, Zachary Coleman of Evansville, allegedly used it too. Court documents show he had sex with a 12-year-old from Owensboro he met on MyLOL. About 300 tri-state teens currently have profiles on the site, possibly exposing them to pedophiles.
They don't have to go hang out by the playground, or they don't have to work in an ice cream truck or whatever. They sit online and they know here's where all the kids are congregating on Snapchat or Vine or Facebook or whatever. So they put themselves in that situation where they're around them.
Social media site Scout listed in court as to where 31-year-old Gwangu Ai, a soldier stationed at Fort Campbell, met a 13-year-old from Rockport and later allegedly had sex. Court records show in both cases the social media conversations moved to private messages, and that's something Brown says parents must avoid.
The child's privacy comes second. The parents have got to be the first line of defense when it comes to this area. A lot of what I'm doing is reactive. The crime has already occurred. The child's already been exposed to pornography that they didn't want, or they've been solicited, and they may not even understand what the solicitation is because they're not experienced or whatever the case may be. And now they've been exposed to something that the parents now have to sit down and try to explain.
Detective Brown recommends parents require their children to explain how each downloaded app works and never allow them alone with devices in their bedroom. Hosting a sleepover, instruct guests to keep all phones on the kitchen table. Now, in addition to MyLOL and Scout, Brown says apps like Kick Messenger, Whisper, Omegle, and Snapchat have all turned up in criminal investigations. He strongly disagrees with letting children chat with strangers around the world, especially if photos are involved.
It is definitely becoming a bigger problem because you have these anonymous chat apps. That creates a problem. You have so much self-produced pornography of children that are 17 and under that are falling into the wrong hands.
Once you send an image to another person, you've lost control of that forever.
6 EVSC students tried in juvenile court for their role in what they thought was an anonymous Twitter account that spread nude photos of classmates. The tweets reached almost 3,000 followers in a matter of days. They're charged with indecent display by youth, an Indiana law that took effect last year designed to address sexting amongst minors. It only applies to those under 18 and within 4 years of one another and doesn't require jail time. Otherwise, they'd be charged with distribution of child pornography, a felony.